In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. All praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the Beneficent, the Merciful. So, Master's Day of Judgment in which we now live, the alone do we serve and the alone seek for thine help and aid. O Allah, please guide us on the right path. Path of those upon whom thou bestow thy favors, not on the path of those upon whom thy wrath is brought down, nor those who go astray after they heard thy teachings. Say he Allah is one God. Allah is he of whom nothing is independent, but upon whom we all depend. He begetteth not, nor is he begotten, there is none like him. And I bear witness that none is to be served worship to praise besides Allah, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. And I bear witness that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is that true servant and last apostle. Ameen. We like to acknowledge the brothers and sisters that sent us the greetings of Assalamu Alaikum. We have Brother Salim Bey from Oakland, California. We have Brother Solomon from New York. We have Brother Mustafa and Sister Sharice Ali from Cleveland. We have Brother Calvin Shabazz from Atlanta. We have Sister Samira and Sister Alira Musin from Detroit. And we have the Rafiq family. I'd like to say in the name of Allah, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, and in the name of his last and greatest messenger, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, I'd like to greet the brothers and sisters with the Nation of Islam's greeting words of peace of Assalamu Alaikum. We want to continue with our talk on which one will survive the war of Armageddon. And today we're going to talk about the poisonous animal eaters. And that comes from the How to Eat to Live, book number 1. And we see, brothers and sisters, that the white man talks about the hot dog now. Now they're telling us that the hot dog is one of the top cancer-causing foods. The hot dog. But in today's world, we have a lot of people talking about healthy foods. Because in today's world, people don't know the significance of the message. Because you have so many people that has copied his teachings, and now you have Pan-Africanists talking about eating healthy. You got the black nationalists talking about, the revolutionaries, the Muslims. So it's like, how can they distinguish between the messenger and these other people? Because it's the messenger. When you look at the history, we can look at, this is the May 2nd, 1969, Muhammad speaks. Because the How to Eat to Live came out, the first book in book form came out in 1967. But the messenger in the Muhammad Speaks had the article How to Eat to Live for years, talking about healthy eating. Not only did he have the How to Eat to Live, he also had cartoons that was also talking about eating healthy. And we see in the Muhammad Speaks, in this particular issue, they got the little junior fruit is talking about not eating hot dogs. And this is the cartoon up here. Where the junior fruit is explaining to another younger brother about not eating hot dogs. And this was in 1967. Let me find it. It's right here. It's the junior fruit telling the lost found about not eating hot dogs, because the Christians never taught us how to eat to live. Right. The Christians are the ones who celebrate eating hard. They wasn't telling us nothing about how poisonous and how dangerous hot dogs was. And this was decades before this article came out talking about hot dogs. This article came out in 2016. The messenger all the way decades before that was telling the black man about eating hot dogs. Not only that, because the messenger didn't just tell us like how you have in the Bible. The Bible just talk about the hog and say it's unclean. And then it's talking about the animals that chew at the cud and all that. Like, what that mean? If your wife told you, go to the store and get me the animals that don't chew with the cud and the split hoofs and all that, what would you want to come back home with? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what that is. But we had a messenger. And that's the one thing that we never talk about today. Everybody want to say, oh, what did the Bible say? What do you understand the Bible? Right. Because if you took Leviticus and the way they described animals, You wouldn't know how to go to the supermarket and choose no food. But the messenger, let's go to the how to eat to live. And this comes from the poisonous animal eaters. It says the nature of the hog is to eat and thrive on anything edible, filth, or clean food. But clean food will not remove the pork worm, trichina. The worm travels from our mouth into our stomach, from our stomachs into the walls of the intestines. From the walls of the intestines, he weaves his way into the muscles of our body, from there into the spinal cord, and up to our soft gray matter, the brain. He is there to stay until the preacher says, from dust we came, and to dust we returneth. So when you go read the Bible, when it's talking about unclean animals, do it explain to you about the hog? That's why when we were spook believers in the church, they can say in the Old Testament, the hog was clean, unclean. Then they can say, Jesus cured it. Because if you believe in a spook, and they say it's unclean, Jesus cured it, you don't know nothing about no hog. It's like, hey, Jesus cured it. But when the messenger came along, he unraveled all that foolishness in our brain and stopped us from being spook believers. He taught us everything is real. So all praise is due to Allah. God didn't say in no spooky way that the hog was unclean. He said it's unclean because it's real. He didn't say it's no spook worship like it's unclean because I just want to say that the hog is unclean. And the messenger goes on even further to explain to us about the hog. He said, death is for you who eat the swine. God will not accept swine eaters as his people. After knowledge that the swine is a divinely prohibited flesh, the hog God has taught me in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. Now let's just stop there. So all this healthy eating don't even come from the messenger. It comes from, as he says on the cover of the How to Eat to Live, from God in person. This is one of the most important things about all of this. All praise is due to Allah. Because we don't connect divine prophecy with good eating. It was divinely, all of this that the messenger taught us was divinely prophesied. It ain't like this stuff just happening. This stuff was divinely prophesied that God would come, raise up one to teach and guide us. That's right. But when you have these health nuts, as they say, come force the teachings of the messenger and then put it in another book. Because that's all that these new school people can do, is force the messenger's teachings. Because how to eat to live is not just how you tell me how to select some food at Kroger's. Tell me what kind of broccoli to pick, what kind of apples, what kind of meats. How to eat to live starts from the earth. It starts with you growing your own food. All praise is due to Allah. And when you got the Pan-Africanists, when you got the black nationalists, when you got the black revolutionaries who forced the teachings of the messenger, it's easy to do that. That's the easy part. Force the messenger's teaching and put it in a book. But how many people can say that they got a farm that you growing your food based on how to eat to live? You raising your cattle and your chickens based on how to eat to live. You slaughtering your animals based on how to eat to live. You processing and having canneries based on how to eat to live. You got tractor truck drivers delivering your goods to your supermarkets, to your restaurants, to your temples. How many of them can do that? Because it's easy to just forge the book. It's easy to just, take the little words from the messenger teaching and say it in a new way. But the messenger said from God in person. That's what he said. It's bigger than just taking a book and giving people information. It's guidance to how to eat to live. And it starts from the earth. All praise is due to Allah. So the messenger says, the hog God has taught me in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, to whom praise is due forever, was made from the grafting of the cat and dog. The rat is mentioned in the above quoted verse of Isaiah, but the cat and the dog are not mentioned. The white theologians knew that if they had given the names of these two animals, the cat and the dog, you would have probably not accepted the hog. But who is better knowing than Allah? So the messenger still giving credit to Allah. Because in the Bible, it talk about the hog being grafted. But who knew that? Because it don't talk about the cat and the dog. It just talk about the rat. And even when it's talking about the rat, we ain't know it was grafted. We just, hey, the rat. Because it say the mouse. What that got to do with the hog? I'm not eating a mouse. I mean some pork chops. I mean some bacon. You know what I'm saying? What that got to do with a rat? I don't know nothing. I'm not drawing the connection until the messenger came along. He all praises due to Allah. He was the one. And we must constantly give credit to the messenger while we compare these other people. Because we got to let the black man and woman know that we had a messenger. He wasn't just no leader. He wasn't just somebody who coming to teach us how to eat to live. He was coming giving us salvation. That's what all of this is. It ain't just like you can separate the how to eat to live from the religious. Because you even got brothers not talking about we don't need temples. I was looking online the other day, and these brothers for real, talking about we don't need a temple. What you mean we don't need a temple? You know, I'm reading, because you know I read it and see what they saying. These brothers seriously trying to use teachers talking about we don't need. The white man got an ice house. He still got a place where he can teach you to eat hard. He still got an ice maker. An ice maker that's freezing your brain, that's the messenger them say. So, if they got an ice house, they teaching our people to eat hard. We ain't got no temple to teach and train. So what you about to tell? You want to take them to your house? Well, what you going to do to them? How you going to teach them? That's crazy. Some of the stuff these brothers say. It's like we get a little bit of knowledge and we go crazy, brothers and sisters. I'm telling you. Just sometimes listening to what these brothers saying. They acting like we supposed to bring on the destruction of the white man. And we, just because I know, and we don't need temples no more. The messenger said one day we'll. Are you kidding me? We still in hell. But we don't need a temple. I'm like, man, come on, brother. Anyway, the messenger goes even further to explain to us about the hog. Because he didn't just stop by telling us that the hog was grafted from cat, rat, and dog. He didn't stop there. He said the hog was made, Allah taught me, for medical purposes, to cure the white man's many diseases. Since he had been grafted out of the black man, and he attracted germs and diseases easily that were possibly incurable. At that time, the Arab medical scientists did not have anything that would kill most or probably all of the diseases of his diseases, so they made a medicine for him. That is the hog. The hog contains, Allah said to me, 999 poisonous germs. This is what makes up the hog. This is the message. Not only did he tell us that the hog unclean, we shouldn't touch it. He taught us it was grafted, and he taught us what it was made for. That's the messenger. He didn't just say the white man's the devil. He taught us how he was made, who made him, how long he's supposed to last, and all that. Divine teachings. All praise due to Allah. Because even when it comes to the white man, a lot of times we talk about the white man as mockery. We want to talk about the white man when he make you mad. We see some police brutality. Now he the devil. We see, you know, something he don't hire you on his job. He the devil. He don't let you marry his daughter. Oh, he the devil. He racist. But the messenger taught us, I seen online again today. This brother, it was a couple brothers. They got white mamas. So they online talking about how the good that they know came from their white mama. And they white mama good, all this and this and that. And you got Muslims. Oh, your mother is so pretty. She's beautiful. And all. She ain't the devil. She ain't grafted no more. If this person's mother did good by him, that's good. But you thank her for whatever she did for you. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Why you telling me? What you want me to do? Tell her thank you for you? I ain't got nothing to say to your white mama. She's still the devil. All praise due to Allah. If he would have said that, I'd have been all for that. He was like, my mama was a good mama. She did this good stuff for me. But y'all remember, she's still the devil. I'm with that. But you just telling us she good? And all no. Because even in the how to eat to live, the messenger still calling the white man the devil. He's still telling us why the hog was made, and it was made for medical purpose for them. So all of this, the teachings is intertwined in with each other. You can't separate one from another. You got to teach it all and don't teach none of it at all. You can't be talking about how to eat to live, then you telling me about your good white mama. No, because is she grafted? Was the hog made for her because she weak bone, weak blood, stale face, or she different? What you telling me? You know what I'm saying? But we want to end with some history. This was an article that was written in the Daily News, May 29, 1971. And the title of the article is called "Kosher Meat Sales Soar in the Black Neighborhoods." It said, and this, the white man writing this. This was before these Pan-Africanists, these black nationalists and revolutionaries was talking about eating healthy. They were still talking about whatever way they thought the black man would get civil rights. But it was the messenger who was changing the thoughts and opinions of black people about healthy eating. And these devil white Jews saw what he was doing and recognized that our sales in the black community is soaring because of the Muslims. Right. They didn't say nothing about because of the Pan-Africanists. Right. They didn't say nothing about because of the revolutionaries and the black nationalists. They said because of the black Muslims. And the white man don't care nothing about no theology. What he thinking about is his money. So he ain't lying to you. He said, hey, they ain't the reason why we get more money in our pockets because of these Muslims. It says, kosher meats are finding their way onto unlikely tables these days, thanks to the black Muslims. Demand for kosher meat is an old story in Flatbush and Forest Hills, but it's something new in Harlem, Bedford-Stuyvesant, and other predominantly black communities. Manufacturers of kosher meats provisions attribute soaring sales in the black neighborhood largely to Muhammad's Nation of Islam. Muhammad, all praise due to Allah. Muhammad's Nation of Islam. Not Malcolm X, not the divine reminder, and you need to be listening to him. He said Muhammad's Nation of Islam. You don't need nothing but the teachings. It ain't got to come from no special brother. All we do behind this mic, you see I got the how to eat to live. I got the Muhammad speaks. Say what the messenger said. All praise due to Allah. In my closing, that's how these brothers and sisters get fooled with all this Scientology stuff. You think this special brother got some special wisdom, some special knowledge that he telling you that he can tell you anything. No. All you got to do is follow what the messenger said. That's right. Why I got to listen to you? Why I got to go to Scientology? That's spook belief. Right. When you let some brother tell you that you need some devil to understand what God came 9,000 miles to teach you. That's foolish. That's right. That's foolish to believe that there's some special brother who got to tell you. You only is brothers and sisters that ain't even got no temples where they are. What they do? They stuck? They lost? No. Get you the message to the black man. Get you the how to eat to live and follow the teachers on your own. All praise to Allah. Ain't no excuse. Ain't no excuse today. The messenger taught us if tomorrow this temple gone and everybody gone, these brothers and sisters in Detroit ain't lost. Long as you got the word. That's what the messenger said. Long as you got the word. Follow the word. All praise to Allah. Follow what you got. But brothers and sisters, we don't want to prolong the time. And I'll lead you as I came in the Nation of Islam, reading the words of peace of Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, sir.
Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum. Your brother minister the other hand. Yes, sir. I'd like to say in the name of Allah, came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, the true and living God we forever thank him. Right up in our midst, a divine leader, teacher, and guide, in the person of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. May the peace and blessings of Almighty God, Allah, forever be upon him. We're truly grateful for his coming and raising one from among you and I to teach and guide us. That's none other than the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, who's no longer with you and I in the physical form, but that what was given to him from Almighty God, Allah, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, to live with you and I, the believers. It's an honor and a privilege to be here in this day and time, bearing witness that there's no God but Allah, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, and the most honorable Elijah Muhammad was his last and greatest messenger. You know, It really is an honor and a privilege given, because our Savior has arrived. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad, he taught us that he have the keys of life, death, and all the power was in his hands. There's no God but Allah, who's well able to protect you and I, the believers. He knows what is, what was, and what is ever going to be. He knows what's enter into our minds and into our hearts. He knows what we think, when we think. He knows how we think. He knows what our intentions are. He knows us in and out. This is the days of manifestation of defects. I keep saying it. Every evil deed that's in you and I is coming out. Every righteous deed in you and I is coming out. It's being manifest. We're writing our book, hoping that our good outweigh our bad. None of us perfect. We're trying to get there. And that's a hard job. We might never get there. But we're trying. We're trying to be upright. That's what a Muslim, we're trying to be upright. Not upright. We're trying to be upright. So we're very fortunate to be followers of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Those who are sincere. You know, you have some followers, just to be following. But you have that sincere follower, that one who's striving hard in Allah's way, who in his heart want good, who's got in his heart or her heart the love for her black brother or the love for his black brother as they love themselves. To do unto their black brother and sister as you would have done unto yourself. This is the message of teaching. And treat everybody right, even white folks. Well, we know he's the devil, but we treat him right. We have a God that is a just God who rewards the devil for his good to you and I. See, Allah, a merciful God. And we need mercy, because we never had mercy before the coming of Almighty God Allah, who came in the person of Master Prophet Muhammad. I saw the other day, the movie day, how them devils at first I saw was feeding black babies to alligators.
With them. I said, what do you mean babies? He says, well, let me tell you. He said the slave babies, the slaves who had babies, they would steal the babies during the course of the day, sometimes when the mothers weren't washing. I said, what do you mean babies? I said, you mean babies like 5 or 6 years old? He says, no. These babies, some would be infants, some would be a year old. He said some would be toddlers. He said they would grab these children and take them down to the swamp and leave them in pens like little chicken coops. They would go down there at night, take these babies and tie them up, because they hunted the big bull alligators. These big bull alligators were not raised on farms. They were in the wild. These alligators would weigh 600, 700, 800 pounds. Those are the ones they wanted. They would skin them, make the wallets, get the meat, do different things with them. He said, but what they were doing was tie them up, put a rope around their neck and around their torso, around here, and tie it tight. He said, the baby, I said, well, what would the babies be doing? He said, well, my grandfather said they'd be screaming. He said, what would you do? He said, just let them scream. He said, what they would do, it would help them to chum the water. He said, when they would throw the babies in, tied to this rope, he said, in a matter of minutes, he said, the alligators were on them. He said, the alligators would clamp his jaws on that child. As a matter of fact, once he clamped on him, he was really swallowed. You couldn't see anything but the rope. And we would pull the alligator in and tie his nose and hit him in the head with an axe, a pickaxe. He said we would then drag him to the shore. We'd drag him to the shore and leave him lay, and we would do it again, maybe 2 or 3 times a night. I said, so what do you mean? He said, well, yeah, they were taking these babies and killing them for alligator bait. I said, so all these things I've been collecting, all these things I've been collecting are really, really something that I can really talk about and say they're of a truth by what you say. He said, I'm telling you. He said, nobody wants to talk about it. He said, I'm only telling you because you're here. I may never hear from you again. He said, but these things actually depict the acts that they did to slave babies back in the Bayou country and down the south. They did this. They hunted alligators with these babies. That's why they call alligator bait.
Feeding the black babies to alligators, man. That's a beast. But he's a Christian. He's supposed to love Christ. But he fed our black babies to alligators. Now I saw him just eating them. If that ain't the devil, you tell me who is.
Right.
But we didn't know that. For the coming of Allah and raised up the most honorable Elijah Muhammad to teach us.
The characteristics of the white man is evil. He was made like that through nature, now we say. Naturally, he was made like that. We would say, than the devil. But actually, when we say Satan, we mean a man or a people that their wickedness is not, say, confined to themselves. It spreads. And the others is affected by their wickedness.
A plain woman. One who suffered the same suffering that we suffered, brothers and sisters. You ain't suffering nothing. You ain't getting it hard. And now he had it. We got it easy now. We got treatment so easy and plain for you. It's like taking candy from a baby, but we still don't want to do right. It's easy. It's our nature. Righteousness is our nature to be right. Loving is our nature to love. Kindness and goodness is our nature. Not evil, chicanery, mischief making, sneaking. That's not our way. That's not our way. It's what's in our hearts. Going to get us there. Allah knows the hidden things that's in our hearts. And it's going to come out. And we're going to be made manifest. Just like Allah made the devil through his messenger manifest. Ain't nothing nobody could talk about to tell you something else about the devil. Because the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, he didn't leave not one stone unturned. He told us everything we need to know about the white man.
That's right.
Can't nobody else come and tell you about the white man. Unless he's getting it from the messenger. Unless he say what the messenger say. He can't tell us nothing new. No, what you got, so this is something new. No, you can't tell us something new, brother. The messenger already laid it out. That's something you got on your own. We're very fortunate, brothers and sisters, to be followers of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yes.
And we should act on that, react on that, be joyful and thankful to Almighty God Allah. Praise be to Allah that he's able to protect you and I.
Yes.
He don't need us, remember that.
That's right.
He don't need us. We're not doing him no favor. Not one iota. Remember that. We're not bust proof, as they say. See? So we don't want to get to the point where he needs me. Or I'm going there because of me. You ain't never got to come. Never. Never got to come. That's the truth.
Yes, it is.
See? So don't think that you need it. You need it for you.
That's right.
You need Islam for you, not for me. I need it for me. You need it for you. Every tub sits on his own bottom. Every tub. Excuse me, I got to take this off. Every tub sits on his own bottom. Every tub gonna be judged for what they do,
Right.
for what you do, not for what I do, not for what my wife do, not for what her husband do. It's for you. Praise do tell us for you. You gonna be the judge. Allah gonna judge you for you. And if you get in the way, that's when you gonna catch hell. Because you interfere with the God. See? These are kind of things. Favoritism. See? These kind of things. Oh, I'm with you, honey. Oh, I'm with you, baby. I'm going to show him I'm with you, honey. I'm going to show him I'm with you, baby. No, you ain't with, no. You going to wish you would have been for yourself. You're going to say, oh, I wish I didn't want to do a message. That's what you're going to wish. That's what's going to happen. Let me say, our Savior has arrived. That's the good news.
Yes.
That's good news.
Yes, it is.
And everything that's going on, our Savior has arrived. Praise be to Allah. And he's going to protect the believers. He's going to protect us. He's well able to protect us. Don't you know, they're not getting away with it. Don't But you know, if you have anything in your heart against a believer, Allah would take it and reverse it and put it on you. You think that a lie? The messenger said that. He said it. So whatever you got in your heart against me, I hope he double it and put it on you. I pray Allah that he put it on you hard.
Yes.
For you can feel it. And he will. He will. What the messenger say? They get it through your kids, through your children. Look at Malcolm. Look what his wife got. One of her grandchildren set up fire.
Yeah.
That's right. The messenger said, you sit right there, then open your mouth. Went right along with him. No, he was a hypocrite. We'd have did everything we could have done for Malcolm, but you didn't open your mouth. You sat right there and know he was wrong and accepted the fact, so you got burnt up. That's the hand of Allah.
Praise be to Allah.
Praise be to Allah.
That's right.
You got exactly what you deserve. Malcolm got exactly what he deserved. He was a hypocrite. That's right. He turned against the very teacher that taught him. Down of Elijah Muhammad. And he gonna get you and me if we go against it.
Right.
The law is the law. You go against the law, you're going against Allah and the messenger. That's where the messenger got it from. That's right. So when he said, the Son of Man is here. Son of Man is here. Master Prophet Muhammad is present. So if you got something in your heart against me, if I got something in my heart against you, he gonna reverse it. He gonna put it on you in due time. In due time. You find out, you go what? Cuckoo. You wish my death? He gonna put it on you. Somebody gonna kill you. And if I wish your death, somebody gonna kill me. You think I don't believe that? I believe that wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly. Some of you don't believe it. Some of you don't believe it. You from Missouri. Because if you believe it, you'll see it. We change our ways
Yes.
when we believe a thing. We start getting better and change our way. We don't continue to hold on to that way.
Right.
If you're holding on to that way, you yet have gotten it. You don't believe it. See? Allah the life giver to the dead nation, to whom all praises are due. He's the life giver for you and I. He give us life. He came to give us a life. Not death, life. He raised one from among you and I to teach and guide us. That's the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. The last messenger of Allah. That's the one he raised up to teach us and to guide us. Those of us who want to be taught and want to be guided. You don't have to accept Islam. Islam is independent. Don't need you, me, and nobody else. So let us get this together. You ain't doing no favor. No favor. When we come through these doors, no favor. You helping yourself.
Yes.
You're not helping me, nobody else. You helping you.
Yes.
And it's for you. And if you don't want it, you never gotta come.
Right.
Allah sent somebody in here 10 times better than you. 10 times better than me. Try it if you like. Try it and see. This is how it is. This is how we were taught. If you don't want to be a person don't want to be there, ain't got to be here. No problem. Go on. Salam alaikum.
Right.
See how long you last. See how long we last when we go out there with our attitude, with this big eye. See how long you last. I saw a lot of them fall by the wayside because they're hardened in disbelief. That's what happened. Allah is a merciful God. He knows our hearts, brothers and sisters. He knows we shucking. He knows we shucking. He knows we for real, and he knows we insincere, and he knows we for real. He knows that. He knows that. That we cannot hide. He got us, he judging you and me. That's right. I ain't talking spooky. You may think it's spooky. This is real. Master Prophet Muhammad is a real God. Living God. He knows all. He knows what we hide. He knows if we shucking, ducking, whatever it is, he knows. Hard trials are necessary to establish truth.
Yes.
What I mean by that? To see who's who. To see who will stand, who will stick. to see who will work hard. Those trials. See? Let me read something here. I've read it once before. What the messenger said. The messenger said, Allah have not ever given his sword to no man to use until that man has been thoroughly tried. Excuse me, thoroughly tried. To see if he is fit to defend righteousness. You got to be fit. We have to be fit to defend righteousness. We get out there shucking, and can't be wrong ourselves. How you going to be wrong yourself and defend righteousness? You can't do it. You straddling the fence. If you're wrong, you're going to defend righteousness. You got to be right, because right is for right. And that man is always tried. Always tried. Always. By his own household. His own household. So if you got somebody wrong in your household and you for it, you just as guilty as they is. You're just as guilty as they is. Ain't no getting around it.
No.
No getting around it. Let me read that again. And that man is always tried by his own household.
Right.
His relators. His companions. Listen up. And that man is always tried by his own household. That means who's living in your house.
Right.
Your son, your daughter, your mom, your wife, your sister, your brother. All this in the household. His relators, his companions, and with disappointments, sickness, and sometimes death in his family. Forsaken and persecuted, betrayed and hated by those whom he thought were his best friends.
Wow.
Might sink in a little better now, so it's a time for everything.
Yes.
You think that's a joke?
No, sir.
You think that's just talking? The messenger. Praise be to Allah, Muhammad, our leader and teacher. You being tried. We being tried.
Yes.
What the messenger say? Oh, I can't leave my wife or my husband. You know, I got my beautiful horses. Okay, stay there. You ain't got to stay there. Stay there with your wife. Stay there with your husband if they're wrong. And see what happened to you. Me, us. Because what happened? You in the way. What the messenger say? Be careful how you be sitting around a whole lot of devils. You in the way, so you going to go sit around a whole lot of devils? You asked him for it. He don't warn you and me. He told us what to do. And you still doing it. We don't sympathize.
No.
See? Hard trials are necessary to establish truth.
Yes.
That's a hard one, ain't it? Oh, I love you, baby. I love you, baby. I love you too, but you ain't for the messenger. You ain't doing what is right. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, it was a good time. Yeah, assalamu alaikum.
That's right.
I'm not going that far. That's you and Allah. I'm not going to get in the way.
Right.
See, because I get like you. See, you wrong, and I'm with you. I'm going to get it too. So you go over there. You get it right. Well, whenever you get it right, well, we can resume.
Right.
Hard trials are necessary to establish truth. Truth was signed, the messenger say. Truth was signed in its full brightness, gradually by degrees. Truth by degrees. It says slowly, slowly, a little at a time, a little at a time, little by little, bit by bit, inch by inch, slowly.
Yes.
crash. So don't look like it's coming. No, inch by inch.
Right.
That's not moving that's not too fast, is it?
Right.
He said, for a long period, these are the trials and difficulties of Islam. Islam. In its history, Islam will have to face setbacks, which might give rise to doubts.
Yeah.
Yeah, might give rise to doubts. A long pause between the inactivities of the Muslim to setbacks to the cause of Islam. So what happened there, when you had those setbacks like that, it might cause some of us to deviate. It causes some of us to deviate. Why? Because we don't have the patience. We lost all patience. So we deviate. We come in, we start doubting. Mistrust set in. Lack of faith. Waving. You start waving. One foot over here, or one leg over here, and one leg over there. You straddling the fence.
Right.
It's become hard to you. Me and you. It's come hard. It's come so hard now. We always have said now, hard trials are necessary to establish truth. But we take the hard. Oh, it's so hard. We forgot that we have to establish, we have to sacrifice, make these sacrifices. But we say, oh, it's so hard. It's heavy. I just can't make it no more. I just can't come down. I can't do it no more. I just can't go out. I can't soldier no more. It's an uphill battle.
Right.
Troublesome. Oh, it's so hard. What were you doing when you was out there? Was it hard out there? It must have been. You came here. Now, doubt done set in. Confusion done set in. Islam is easy. What I'm saying, it's easy. If you're willing to submit. It's hard when you don't submit. See, Islam like taking care of them baby. Yes, that's right, it is easy. But it's uneasy when you don't submit. When you can't submit, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. When we can't submit, we're in trouble. Yeah, you fight an uphill battle then. Because you start doubting. Jealousy sets in. All that comes into play. Cain was jealous of Abel, his brother. Oh, you said that before. The message says it's a learning. He said it all the time. He said it.
Yes.
Two brothers. Jealous of one of them. Excuse me, brother. One of them jealous of one of each other. One of them. Cain was jealous of Abel.
Right.
Just jealous of him because Allah chose him. Favor, showed favor to him.
Right.
Jealous of one another because Allah blessing him. Or Allah blessing her. Jealous of him because he showed favor. You could have got the same blessings if you would have submitted. He didn't submit.
Right.
Abel submitted. Cain was too hard-hearted.
Right.
Then jealousy stepped in. Then murder creeped in. The messenger said. He wanted to kill him, and he did kill him. That's what jealousy do. It destroys you within. Not the other person, but you. And you stick out like a sore thumb.
Yes.
You can't hide it because it comes all over your face.
Yes.
That's Allah making you manifest. You're like a glowing light, a flame of fire in a light. Just everybody can see you and me. We can see the evil on your face.
Yes.
We can see the hatred. We can see the disbelief, the shun, and the make-believe, and the going through the motions on your face. Allah shows it.
Yes.
He shows it. Then he say you got your blood, you turn dark. We say dark. Yeah, your deeds are dark.
Yes.
Yeah, the thing that you do are dark because you insincere. You can tell when somebody's jiving.
Yeah.
Can you tell when somebody's jiving? Can you pull a Muslim? You can tell it. You can tell when somebody trying to run the game on you. You out there in the street, you come from the game. You better run no game on you. Unless you want it to be run on you. You know. What the messenger say? Allah makes us manifest. Ain't that something? This is the days of manifestation, I'm telling you, brothers and sisters. All of us. Time is at hand. Look at this world. Look what happened to that Jewish synagogue the other day. You don't like to see the death of people? Muslims don't like to see people going and slaughter other people. We're civilized. The messenger civilized you and I. That was a bad thing. Look what happened to the Muslims when they went in and prayed and they come in and shot them down. See? Now this nut go in and shoot them down. The messenger said, if you harm the least one of mine, I get 10 of your best ones. That's what he said. Allah said, I get 10 of your best ones. And he's just doing all this. He's seeing this. We see this. The time is at hand, and we spinning and dancing like we got 1,000 years ago, and it's right out our door. Playing these games. No time for no game. Serious time here. This salvation time. Allah gonna bless us, and He is blessing us. Mark my word, but I'm telling you, pretty soon. I say it again, it's soon, more sooner than you think. They'll come knocking through this door. That's right. When they come in, they ain't going for it. They want it right. And if you're not in the way, you're going to get mushed out the way. They want it right. The message say, Allah going to put it in their hearts to love Him. To love Allah. They're going to have it in their hearts to love Him. And when they come through this door, they for real. Will we be around? I pray Allah I'll be around. I sure pray Allah I'll be around. You may not. You know, you may not want to be around. That's you. That's you. Oh. What the message say? The message say, you go out the door. That's you, God, and the devil. That's what he said. Otherwise, I done taught you. That's you, God, and the devil. I got too many in the world in front of me to worry about you. Go on, go. Allah sent somebody in there 10 times better than we are, brother. I'm telling you. You will not be missed. You will not be missed. But I tell you something, if I don't want to be in a place, there ain't no way in the world I'm going to be here. If I don't want to be here, I'm gone. I'm not going to stick around and cause you problems. No, because you can't cause us problems. You cause yourself problems. Because Allah steps in. Because you're interfering, holding up progress. That's how it is. That goes for me, anybody else. That goes for me and anybody else. If I got enough nerve and gall to feel out I don't want to be here no more, and I don't do it, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to buck against everything and go, I'm gone. I'm not going to be foolish. I don't care what you say. If I don't want to be here, I don't care what you say. I don't care what nobody think. If I don't want to be here, go ahead on out there. Sit on your last. See? Go on out there. You know what you got coming? You got 1 year chastisement coming. That's what you got. Because you know what you do? You done turn your back on the master, Farad Muhammad. You turn your back. Go on out there. You got 1 year chastisement. It's a message to the black man. Read it. Read it. Think you bad? Read it. Think you tough? Read it. Go on out there. You make a example out of you and me. I saw a lot of them make examples out of a lot of them. Telling you a fact. Brother come, hey brother Walt. He was like this. And like this. Legs spread apart. Legs spread apart. Like this. Head down. Couldn't keep his head down up. I saw the brother. I said, I'm gonna brother. He had 2 brothers on the side of him holding him up. Went out and left the messenger. You think he's playing? walking like this. Couldn't lift his head up. I'm gonna let him brother Levi. Scared me to death. Whoa. Next line, brother. That's how he was walking. Used to follow the master. Allah gonna get all of them. The master said, I'm gonna gather all of them up and chastise them all. Every one of them he gonna chastise. That's what he gonna do. And that's what he doing. I see him. I see him. I see them brothers out there used to follow the message. Yeah. So right side by side, lieutenants and all of them. I'll see some of them gone. That's right, some of them gone. Yeah. Out there. Wondering. See? Going out there. You think the power of Allah? Going out there. Go ahead. Any one of us. You got enough nerve? Going out there. You think I'm just talking? Get to go and see for yourself.
Right.
See for yourself that Allah won't get you. When the messenger said you got 1 year chastisement, you have.
Yeah.
If I go out there, I might have 3 years. I know better. You do too.
Yeah.
See? But you got to be able to show our responsibility and admit our faults to Master Farad Muhammad. We sit there and we don't admit our fault and know we're wrong. We're so hard-hearted and stiff-necked and rebellious, we won't even submit to it and know you're wrong. You're going to get it double.
Yes.
You're going to get it double. My word. You're going to get it double. That's right. Go on out there. I'm not saying to be bad. Go on out there. You don't want it? Leave what the message say. Leave me alone. That's what he said. Leave his teaching alone. If you want to abide by the teaching, leave.
Yes.
You ain't nobody gonna say, oh, what did we do? What's wrong with him? He's crazy. Or she's crazy. We know what's wrong with you. You done lost your mind. See? These kind of things, brothers and sisters. See? So, you can get in there. The message said, if you don't have nobody, brother minister, nobody, you get all full of them. Go on out yourself. Don't worry about it. You got it just the same. He said, keep firing.
That's right.
Until they blow you down.
That's what he said.
That's what the Lamb said. And that's what we're going to try to do with his help. I'm not saying to be boasting, my Khalil. I'm not saying to boast. Be boasting. I'm telling you a fact. If you don't want it, salam alaikum. We're going to strive hard. Allah going to bless us. We had some of them left years ago. Got mad for some reason. I don't care how they got mad and walked out. Some of them called themselves setting up a temple in opposition.
Yes.
It didn't last. Because their heart wasn't right.
Right.
They didn't do it to really try to help the dead. They did it for revenge.
Yes.
Jealous and envy set in their hearts. So they open up another temple. Try it if you like. Go ahead.
Yeah, if you want. Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah. And if you were sincere, praise be to Allah.
Yeah.
But if you're not sincere, you won't last. You won't last. We see many of them.
Yes.
Many of them. We've been in his. We're not a business. We've been in this for years, or what? Almost 30 years. Like a revolving door. They come in believing, and they go out disbelieving.
Yes.
That's right. I thank Almighty God Allah who came to the person of Master Farad Muhammad. I can tell you what's going to happen to you or me when you leave out of here. Some of them know what's happening. They just ain't got enough nerve yet. They're a little scared. They don't want to really go out because they ain't got nerve. They know if they step out, they know they're going to get it. But they're scared, really they're scared to go. They want to go, but they're scared. See? No. Go ahead. Get up. Just get up. Deep down, you know I love God, don't you? You know it deep down. Yeah, yeah, you know it's deep down. No, I think I'm going a little far. Yeah, I think I'm getting a little crazy. I'm really getting crazy. Yeah, no, Allah, yeah. I'm gonna stick with this. I'm gonna stick. No, go ahead on out there. Not that. You come back raggedy like a bowl of sauerkraut. Allah keep you out there. Sorry, brothers. I'm talking about brothers who were believers at number 19 there. Stepped on out there. When they went back, they looked like they were dead. Me and my wife was walking together going to the temple one Sunday. Just got off the bus and saw this brother. Used to be in the temple. He looked like a wild man. Smoking. Eyes yellow. Face messed all up like he had a hangover. But I greeted him. Shook his hand and hugged him. He did a lot for me. Taught me a lot. But he went back out there. He didn't last long. He passed away not too long after that. Went on back like a dog. His own vomit. That's what happens when you leave the nation of Islam under the guise of leadership of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Don't you think 1 minute that this is a game. It's not a game, brother. Not a game, sister. You took an oath. You said you believe. Allah gonna hold you accountable for that. You're not getting away with that. See, so we can be rebellious all we want. You're not gonna get away with it. I'm not gonna get away with it. If I mistreat you, I'm not gonna get away with it. You mistreat me, you're not gonna get away with it. If you mistreat any other brother or sister, you mistreat each brother, you're not gonna get away with it. That's not only go for me, it go for all of us. All of us. That's what it go for. If I misuse you, Allah will be the judge of this. I'm gonna get mine, just like you're gonna get yours. So it's in my conclusion. We're making progress. We're going to be the winner. As long as we stick. We're going to be the winner, brothers and sisters. If don't nobody come in here, we still got Allah with us. As long as we keep Allah and his messenger out front. Look what they're doing. They've been in temples all around you and I. Opposition is high, but we're still here. Praise be to Allah. We're still here. We're still rolling. We open up the eyes of a lot of brothers and sisters, beginning to see the light. Because what? The hard work of the true believer. The hard work of the dedicating brother who take upon himself to get out what this Muhammad speaks and push this program. This is the blessing and the gratification that we're going to get. Pretty soon, the message says, strive hard, you get a believer like yourself. Pretty soon they're going to come in. Believe it when I tell you. And if they don't come in, Allah is the best knower. He's the best knower. That's what we have to do. Keep soldiering. And they leave out of here, don't pit them. They walk out that door, Assalamu alaikum. You made the choice, stay out there then. Nobody gonna beg you, and they didn't have to beg you when you accepted it. Nobody had to beg you. You begged it because you were getting your tail whooped. That's why you begged. Nobody begged you. You asked the messenger to come in here. You made an oath. You signed your paper, your letter. You did that. You said you believed. You said, I believe in Allah, who came in the person of the Master Prophet. And you had your signature down there. You both witnessed that he was the messenger. Now you go on out there, you got a thing to pay for. Assalamu alaikum.
Brothers and sisters, rise for prayer. In the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful. All praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the beneficent, the merciful. So, Master's Day of Judgment in which we now live. The alone that we serve, the alone seeks for thine help and aid. O Allah, please guide us on the right path. Path of those upon whom thou hast bestowed thy favors, not on the path of those upon whom thy wrath is brought down, nor those who go astray after they have heard thy teachings. Say he, Allah is one God. Allah is he of whom nothing is independent, but upon whom we all depend. He begetteth not, nor is he begotten, there is none like him. And I bear witness The none deserve to be served worship praise besides Allah, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. And I bear witness that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is our true servant and last apostle. Ameen. Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us not to do anything to anyone. We wouldn't have done it to ourselves and treat everybody right, even the devil. Assalamu alaikum.